Are we about to witness another tug of war between judiciary and executive? Last time it happened, it was Umar Atab Bandial who was the Chief Justice. This time it is Qazi Faiz Isa. So two different Chief Justices, yet the judiciary has been accused of giving undue relief to the PTI. How would you respond to this observation?
See, my viewpoint is that no matter when you begin this journey, you can begin this journey with Maulvi Tamizuddin case, or you can discuss Zulfikar Ali Bhutto case, or you can discuss numerous other cases. And many of the more recent ones have been ours, and even PTI is complaining. So, I mean, the past history of judiciary is not terribly clean. And there have been objections to the political nature of decisions that have come forth, or the dubious nature of decisions that have come forth. So once the decision is out in the public, it is in the public domain, and it's fairly okay to criticize the decision. And I think that's what's happening. There are a number of decisions that we disagree with. So we put our point of view forward. We have an obligation towards people. So we have to put forward our point of view. And given the history of decision-making in the superior courts, it's not anomalous for some of these decisions to be even considered dubious by the Supreme Court. I mean, more recently about Zulfikar Ali Bhutto case, it took them forever, but they finally came up with a decision which was completely contrary to the decision that was made at that point in time. And there have been many such decisions.
Right. What is your response to PTI's sudden soft messaging towards Chief of Army Staff? And also add to it that this week we were all set that there is going to be a ban on PTI. And I'm saying this because we heard it from the horse's mouth, the information minister. And then there was you talking of having a talk with PTI. What is going on?
No, I did not say we are going to have a talk with PTI, because PTI never comes. No, we said we are open to a conversation. The whole idea of politics
no
is
matter
to have,
how you put it, it means the same.
No, no, not at all. I just did the press conference, so I know exactly.
This is not an invitation of a dialogue to PTI. That's what you're saying.
No. Yeah, I'm saying that PTI, we've had so many invitations to PTI, and you've seen the responses. One day a committee is formed, then you hear from jail that I'd much rather die than talk to these guys. Then we say, who are you going to talk to? And they say, we're going to talk to the establishment.
True.
And then we say, but didn't you just say that you're going to dig them into a grave? And they say, yeah, that's true still. So we can't figure out about PTI if these are serious people or not. Our invitation overall for dialogue is far-reaching. We are already engaged with Jamaat Islami and having a conversation, having a dialogue, trying to come up with solutions. We've always had, we've had conversations with all other political parties, but this specific political party is very unique in its nature. It's impossible to know what they mean. We are open, but we are only open to a dialogue which is sincere and means conversation. So
and
this
who would decide that?
Sorry?
Who would decide that?
I mean, we have no idea. We are already engaged in dialogues. If we were not engaged in dialogues with every actor, you could ask us this question. This decision is solely with PTI, which behaves in a very erratic manner. If they stop behaving in an erratic manner, everyone would speak with them. But one day, if you say, I'll bury you in the grave, next day you say you are thugs, the third day you say you want an NRO or whatever, then you say, oh, you're scared of me, then you say, oh, please have mercy on me, then you say, oh my God, they're not calling me, I've called them 1,000 times. What do you believe?
Agreed. Okay, let's move on. Why allow Jamaat-e-Islami for sit-ins and protests and not the PTI?
9th of May, May 9th.
Oh, really?
That has all the answers. A political party which wants to have a political rally which is non-violent is most welcome. They would come, they would do their political expression and go away. But a party basically that comes with a plan to attack, you've just seen what happened in KP. It was a procession. And the procession did what to the cantonment area? You saw that. So
even
you
if they
also saw
assure
9th of May.
you that there is going to be no violence,
Well,
you're not going to allow them.
I mean, honestly, wasn't this all of these assurances forthcoming before? Weren't these assurances in place when the parliament was attacked? Weren't these assurances in place when the PTV was taken over? Weren't these assurances in place
So that's
when
a non-starter. It simply means
I mean, I
that
don't
things have
understand.
not moved an
okay,
inch.
so let's flip-flop. If all of these things were happening and the military installations were being attacked and all of the things that I said today, what would you do if you were in the administration? You would allow for these things to happen?
I'm only talking about moving on. That if you have to move on, maybe you have to give them one chance.
I'm not saying, but there has to be some credible kind of conversation in which there's a lot of confidence that next time around,
this won't happen.
the army uniforms are not going to be put on a stick, and you're not going to attack and burn down buildings or kill people, burn them. So there has to be some mechanism. Today, that's what I said, that there has to be a mechanism of engaging. But if the political party becomes so radical that every single time you get a space, they either attack the military or the chief or the installations or the political parties, and you use now what they have done to Azma Bukhari. You tell me,
That's horrible. That's horrible. I totally condemn it. Totally condemn it.
Then horrible things are happening to women, horrible things are happening to politicians, horrible things are happening to soldiers, and there's only one party behind it. So what does one do?